Good afternoon to everybody who's joined from the UK, and good morning to those joining from the US. Welcome to this webinar this afternoon hosted by Greenstone, How to Begin Your Sustainable Procurement Journey, where we will be tackling the topic of sustainable procurement and how to get your organization to begin to address the creation of this function. I'm Giles Scott Hayward, Head of Supplier Portal at Greenstone, and I will be taking you through the webinar today. We have 30 minutes, so hopefully you'll be able to stay for the full length. And what I hope we achieve today is to provide you with clarity on how we at Greenstone see sustainable procurement, how we work with clients to implement changes to current supplier processes, and some practical advice to get you started on your sustainable procurement journey. So please enter any questions that you might have in the question box provided. There's a little diagram for you there. We won't be doing a Q&A at the end of the webinar, but we will respond to all questions directly. And if appropriate, if there's enough questions, we'll create an FAQ document to share with everyone following the webinar. So sustainable procurement is a result of the wider need for companies to not only understand and manage their impacts on society and the environment, but also the need to maintain competitiveness and compliance in a changing commercial environment. Supply chains represent an area of enormous potential impact for companies, be it from the level of finance transferred, local working conditions, or greenhouse gas emissions, for example. Sustainable procurement should be a recognition that the supply chain represents an area of risk for companies, but also an enormous opportunity for positive impact. And we've had hundreds of registrations for today's webinar, so it really is evident that this is an area that's gaining increased traction within organizations. Today we're going to cover the following areas. I'll just tell you a little bit about Greenstone and then talk about the relationship between sustainability and procurement, what drives the integration of the two, and how at Greenstone we help clients along their sustainability journey. Hopefully we can give you some practical advice, and we'll have a little look at the software side of things as well, and why people are selecting or moving to software solutions. So a little bit about Greenstone. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking to you about us, but there will be a number of people on the webinar who are unfamiliar with what we do. So hopefully it would be helpful to provide a brief overview. Since 2007, Greenstone have been providing award-winning software solutions that enable our clients to become more responsible businesses. Our software is built by us and implemented and supported by our expert team of sustainability consultants. Our solutions range across 4 different areas of environment, frameworks, health and safety, and supply chain, and are aligned with over 30 international frameworks. Today, we'll be particularly focused on the work that we do around implementing Supplier Portal into our client organizations to ensure that they create a more transparent, compliant and responsible supply chain.